Hello and welcome back, my beautiful froggy army, to another video. A couple of days ago, I was scrolling through my Switch screenshots on my very first original Switch, and I came across the very bottom of the screenshots, the ends, the first screenshots I ever took, and I was going through like kind of my beginning era on Animal Crossing on my very first Fairy Core Island, Pelican Bay, and I found a couple screenshots of the very first build that I did. It was more so like just me decorating around my house, but we're gonna call it a build for the sake of this video. But I thought it would be so fun to recreate the very first build that I ever did on my island, so that's what we're gonna get up to today. By the way, I do have merch if you're interested. This is my beautiful Frog Vibes hoodie, one of my favorite designs ever, so check it out, link down below. So we're here on my very first Switch on my screenshots. This Switch, excuse me, my cat is in my lap, and apparently I'm not allowed to wave around my arms because she thinks I'm trying to play with her. Anyway, this Switch had Pelican Bay, my very first Fairy Core Island, and then now I reset that island back in, oh my goodness, almost a year ago now. Stop. And it has my Farm Core Island storybook on it currently, but we have all of my screenshots from my very first island, as you can see here. So, you know, we got my very first tent. I won't show you too much, but we can just, you know, take a quick little peek-see. Here is me and Quack. Very iconic. And then here's the screenshot that I found that kind of inspired it all. We got a lot of things going on here. We have me with a very creepy smile. Why am I holding an axe? Like, what's going on? You can't really tell because my arms are covering it, but I made this custom designed sweater and it does say uwu on it. We don't have to talk about it. We also have Quack in the very top left corner. I don't know what he's doing up there. I don't know what's going on. He's dressed as a Power Ranger. When he first discovered custom design clothes, he went ham. He made so many things. So he personally made that blue Power Rangers outfit. But here is the little area that I first built. It was around my house. So as you can see, we have a lot of flowers. It's kind of like a garden-y type of thing. The fencing that Tom Nook gives you in the beginning of the game. We just got like some simple DIY items like a swinging bench, some bird items, and I think there's another screenshot that shows after I updated it a little bit. Here is another shot. Again, why am I holding an axe? I don't know. But as you can see behind my house, we have a clothesline and we got a palm tree to the right. We have a little DIY bench that I put next to my house just for convenience. And we have some shoes in the front. And as you can see on the left, I customized the bird bath and the birdhouse to be white just to match a little bit better. Here's another shot of me standing here. Oh yeah, I also made that custom design. I don't think I had discovered the world of the custom design portal yet. Let's see, here's another shot of it. This is with a little filter, but we have some garden lanterns right there at the front, and this is right next to the plaza. I plopped down my house right next to the plaza, so we have some elements going on there. I think that was it. I didn't think that I found, I don't think I found any other screenshots of my house, unfortunately, so that's all we've got to work with, but you know what, that's all we need. So we're gonna go ahead and recreate this very first build or little decorated area that I did, reimagine it, kind of give it some new life, just kind of freshen it up a little bit. And speaking of freshening things up, I want to give a quick moment to thank our sponsor for today, HelloFresh. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit that delivers pre-measured ingredients and delicious recipes straight to your door. Gone are the days of scrambling last minute for dinner options or wasting your extra Alfredo sauce because you bought too much. We all know I've been there. HelloFresh recipes include pre-portioned ingredients, which means less food prep and less food waste. I had an extremely busy August, and HelloFresh is such a time and stress saver. Most meals are ready to go in 30 minutes or less, and skipping the grocery store left me more time to focus on my daily routine. Sorry, wrong series. On top of that, there are many options from veggie to pescatarian to fit and wholesome. Helps my boyfriend and I stay on track with our nutrition goals without sacrificing flavor whatsoever. We've been trying to eat a little bit better, and the delicious HelloFresh recipes made it super easy to keep up with. I also love their Hello Custom option that lets you swap out different proteins or different sides or even add protein to veggie meals. So there's more choices and variety for a truly tailored experience. HelloFresh is also the first carbon neutral meal kit company, and nearly all of their packaging is recyclable. Nice. So to get started with HelloFresh, use my link or go to HelloFresh.com and use code POGFROGGY SEPT16 for 16 free meals across 7 boxes plus 3 surprise gifts. Once you click, my description will live update to count up the purchases. Thank you so much, HelloFresh, again for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get into it. We are here on Leapfrog, which is going to be our testing grounds for this little experiment. And if you don't know why I have started to flatten and destroy this island, check out my video that I just posted that will explain it and give you a more in-depth reasoning. But long story short, this island is becoming a sandbox, a playground essentially, so that's what's happening. And I think since we're gonna need to use my house, I am gonna go ahead and start picking up all of this stuff. This stuff has definitely made this area laggy. This whole island is really laggy, so it's kind of like satisfying just to like pick everything up and like not have lag anymore. So we're just gonna do this really quick. Although my original build, my house is literally right next to resident services, so it's gonna be kind of like a different location. I'm not gonna move my house next to resident services. I'm gonna keep it over here, but we will keep the general theming and everything, you know. Not everything that we do is gonna be exact down to the placement, the square placement of the original build, but we're gonna keep the same vibe. We're gonna keep the same kind of general layout, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna do a lot of additions more than, you know, like swaps. Although I'm already thinking I kind of want to replace the main bench that was there. Instead of the swinging bench, I want to do a different bench, so maybe there will be some swaps, but we're gonna still keep the general vibe, the general feel, you know. So there's all the items cleared out. Now I just need a shovel for all of these bushes and stuff, and I go to pull out a shovel and I just have balloons. I just imagine trying to like dig up a bush with a balloon, and the image is just making me die. Cool. No, I love the pockets being full. That's my favorite part of Animal Crossing. Don't you guys love it when your pockets get full? So I'm just scooping up the last few things here, and I think we're gonna have some order of operations, a little list that we gotta follow here, because there's actually a lot of steps involved in this. My house we're definitely gonna have to go and customize that and fix that all up, and then we're gonna have to time travel. We're also gonna need some sort of custom design. Obviously I have this little like gray brick type of thing going on, so I want to get something similar but like upgraded, you know. That's kind of like the vibe for this whole reimagining of this build, doing something that's very similar and very much, you know, in the same vibe, in the same realm, but just kind of giving it a little bit of an upgrade, you know. So I think first let's get the house out of the way, because we are gonna have to time travel for that. So let's go talk to Tom Nook. Hey Tom, I'm recreating my first ever build in Animal Crossing today. What are you up to? I think this is the perfect opportunity to talk about the general vibe and the color scheme that I kind of want to go for this. Looking at my pictures, or my screenshots if you will, I have some white hyacinths, I have some red pansies, I have some white and pink cosmos, and the only other thing that I'm going to use to justify the colors that I'm doing is the white, or is the pinkish little welcome thingy on my front door. So pink and white. Oh my goodness, what's pink and white? What? Fairy core. Say less, I'm doing fairy core. Although this kind of has like a garden-y feel because the bird bath, the birdhouse, and kind of like the bench and the flowers, I am just gonna go for like pink and white color scheme and like a little bit of a fairy core kind of like touch. It doesn't have to be exact. This is not like a theme or anything, but those are kind of like the colors I'm going to go with just to make everything look really cohesive. And definitely the biggest eyesore in this build, number one is my house and number two is the path. So we got to fix number one right away. I'm liking this kind of vibe for the house. The like two like kind of like pillory thingies just make it feel like such a big house, and I really like that vibe. It's such like an upgrade from what I had in the screenshots. Besties, I think that's the one. I think that's the exterior we have to go to. Let me double check the roof. There's not many options for the roof. I think I am gonna stick with that pink. We're gonna go with that pink. But we can break it up with a door. We can do like white or something like that. Oh, or this one. That's very fancy. Oh, but the pink. Pure pink looks so cute, but no, I'm gonna go with the white, and then we'll just do a white mailbox just so there's not so much pink. All right, there we go. Okay, since I literally have nothing else that I need to do, I'm just gonna go ahead and time travel to the next day so we can get that all nice and customized. Okay, that's looking so cute. That is a vibe. So, okay, Joy-Con, not now, please. Please, don't embarrass me like this right now. We obviously need to clean up all these custom designs. I mean, we can just do this as we go, but speaking of custom designs, I need to figure out a good replacement slash upgrade for this like gray brick pattern that I have going on in these screenshots. Okay, so this creator has so many cute designs. Look at this path with like these like overgrown like little like, I don't know if these are probably like stepping stones. That is so cute, and they have it in like a different shade, and oh my goodness, this little like mossy stone. These are so cute. These are literally These are making me want to do like an overgrown, like foresty island. Oh, they're so pretty. But okay, we have these little like brick paths. So I will save this. I'm gonna see if we can find maybe something else that fits even better, but I think this might be our best bet. So I'm gonna save this. Actually, you know what? Now that I think of it, I think I have exactly what I'm looking for. I used the specific code on my fairy core island, believe it or not. Now I have to go look at this video that I made freaking with all my codes on it. Oh, that's cute. Okay, wait, that can also be a contender, like this top thing up here. Let me see. I know there was another path that I would use all the time. Did I even end up putting it in this video? Okay, yeah, I don't see it in here. So let's go back to that one that I saw. They have like two options. They have this, which has like a blue kind of like undertone. It almost looks like mist, like it's like a misty night, you know? But they have this one, which is just like kind of more standard. I think I'm gonna save that first one and then we're gonna like compare and contrast because now I'm indecisive. Okay, so we have two options. We have this darker one and kind of like this lighter one. So we'll see which one I end up liking more. Where the heck is my mailbox? The mailbox is part of this. It is down at the post office. I need to go grab that. Yoink, thank you. I'm just gonna do some little leaves. Ooh, yes. Okay. And then we will do our mailbox. So I'm definitely gonna have to work on these cliffs. I'm gonna have to do some more cliff space going over to the left because in my screenshots, everything, you know, is kind of like on the left side of my house. But I'm gonna start with some paths just to kind of like get a sense of how big this has to be. Honestly, I think I'm kind of feeling the vibe of this brighter one, so we're gonna go with that. And it looks like I just have one little strip of custom designs, and it starts kind of like right to the left of my mailbox, kind of like that. And now I am seeing the flaw in this because we've got these straight edges here, and I'm not really liking that. So let me go back to the design portal and see. Maybe they have a one tile path that goes left to right? Okay, they don't. I think the solution here is to not have this little tiny strip and instead make it just a little bit bigger just so it's not so awkward. Okay, I'm starting to see the cracks in the foundation here and the design that I chose. I think this one is more so suited towards having those like vertical kind of like strips. It's not really like the path where it can just be used like this because it's looking just a teensy bit awkward for the thing that I'm trying to force it to do. So let's try using the other path instead and let's see if that would maybe work a little bit better for our intended use. So that's how this looks. And again, we've got like the hard edges, but I'm thinking it doesn't look as awkward because these are like little individual stepping stones that just come together to make this path. So I think I can get away with it with this one, with just having the one strip. So yeah, now I need to fix those cliffs. So let's work on that next. How the heck have I already been recording for an hour? I haven't even done anything. Okay, hopefully this should be some good enough space. We're just gonna get back to it. Okay, so this is kind of how the path goes, like that. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 spaces right there. And then right here on this line, the path starts going to the left. So let's get that going. I think it's maybe 1, 2, and then we've got the third, and then right here it goes up, leads to the bench. Yeah, we're gonna have to add some more cliffs. Just 3 more tiles up here, and then it's literally the bench. I know I don't specifically have to stick to like the exact placement of the path, but I just thought it would be fun to do it. Like that's kind of like the core iconic thing to this screenshot that I'm recreating, and this just extends just the one tile past this one up here. So that's this side done, and then literally the rest is just filled up with flowers, so it's gonna be easy on the decorating part pretty much. Oh no, I miscalculated. I miscalculated somewhere. Yeah, this is not making sense. Yeah, I have to scooch everything on this section over, literally just over by 1. Hold on. Okay, there we go. That wasn't so bad. Then we have this path that keeps continuing onwards past the bench. So let me go add some more cliffs and then we'll get back to it. There we go. I had to add quite a bit, and we did unfortunately have to destroy the top right eyeball of the froggy pond down there, and we're pretty close to the museum. Like, we're literally almost covering it, so there's a lot going on here. I'm just gonna grab some stuff and we'll just go quickly customize it real quick. So I mentioned before how I wanted to replace the swinging bench that is in the original screenshot with something else. I'm going with the plaza bench, and I'm going with this little cute design. Yeah, cute design. And the reason I thought this was so cute is because it has the little birdies on the bench. And we have a lot of bird items. We got the bird house, we got the bird bath. It really just ties it together, I feel like. And although it's a little more quirky and unique versus the swinging bench, and we will lose a little bit of that height that comes from the swinging bench, I think it's going to be a really cute kind of upgrade. And then I'm just going to customize everything else to just fit in that like white or pinkish kind of theme. And then we'll get back to the island. I am back. We have fully customized everything, and now I think we're ready to start placing some stuff. So we have the little bench that's going to go right here, but obviously to step up the game a little bit, I'm going to put some custom designs under it, and then we'll add that plaza bench right on top. Oh, that's so cute. I love the little birds. It's such a cute little touch. And then let's see, we have the bird bath literally like right next to my house. So we can do a little puddle. This is kind of like a more cutesy, kidcore, cartoonish puddle, but it'll get the job done. So there is the bird bath. Let's just turn that around like that. Then I literally have the birdhouse literally right behind it, but I don't think that's like the most fun look. So I think I'm gonna put the birdhouse kind of up and away from it. It's still gonna be nearby, but we're just gonna change the placement just a teensy little bit. I'm just gonna put it up here. I think that's a little more spaced out. That looks a little bit better. Let's see. I guess we could just fill in with flowers at this point. So I do have some red flowers sprinkled in there. I will not be using red flowers. I'm sorry, I will not. I think I remember in the moment I was just putting down whatever flowers like I got my hands on, but now that we actually have options, I'm gonna go with the better options. So we're just gonna do pink and white. If I wanted to, I could sprinkle in some yellow, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the pink and white theme. I think I'm gonna mix it up with the flower types. I'm not just gonna do cosmos and hyacinths, even though that's what's in the screenshots. I'm just gonna mix it up because I think that'll make it look a little bit more visually interesting. I literally just had to go scour my whole freaking island for flowers. Like, why do I, first of all, barely have any flowers on this island? And second of all, why are barely any of them pink? I think I stole every single pink flower that I have. And it looks like all of my white flowers are either hyacinths or cosmos. That's literally all I could find. And then there are some flowers that go behind the bench itself. So sure, I'll do some flowers behind the bench. I just put down a bunch of pink flowers, but I'm like, wait, no, we have to keep this theme of alternating pink and white. Come on, Raven. There we go. Looking good, looking good. I'm actually really happy with how this is turning out so far. I'm gonna keep planting the flowers over here on this side as well, and then I will meet you back in just a moment. Alrighty, here's how it's looking. So the original little patch of flowers down here is a 4x4 patch, and I decided to make it a 5x4 patch instead, just because otherwise it looks really off. Like there's, I don't know, it's like slightly off center. So I thought this would look a little teensy bit better. And now we get to go in with items. I think I'm gonna do fencing first, just because that seems like the most obvious. I got this park fencing, and yes, it is pink. And I do take it all the way across this edge here, but I think that's kind of dumb to do because like I have this big path. Like why not leave an open space in the fencing so that I can actually like walk through it, you know? Oh, and now that I look, it looks like I have some more flowers extending towards the backside of my house, but like I literally scavenged my island for all my flowers, and these are all the pink and white flowers I have. Like, I'm serious. And before I forget, underneath some of the fencing, I do want to put some custom designs just to upgrade this a little bit and make it look a little bit nicer. And then the fencing is also extended onto the sides here. I'm gonna have to fix the cliffs so I can bring it all the way around. We're just gonna put it all around the perimeter of this. There we go. I kind of fixed the cliffs a little bit, so we should be able to finish up with this fencing here. I think we have just enough pieces to finish it. I'm not gonna put the little corner over here. I'm gonna do this little cute little heart design. And I'm not doing the corner piece of fence because I'm not going to do the corner piece of fence up here in this corner because I want to see if I can fit in a tree right there. Oh no, this is not going to let me. This is going to yell at me so much. Yep. Went ahead and fixed up that cliff. Now we can hopefully plant a tree here. This is not part of the original kind of little build decoration area. Oh my goodness, my cat is meowing outside of my door. He just had one of my squishmallows in his mouth and he was just trying to show me. Anyway, the tree is not part of the original build, but I wanted to add it. I just wanted this to be a nice little addition because we need some height, you know, everything's looking kind of flat. And then I was thinking back here, what would be really cute is the little party lights arch. This is going to add some extra height as well, you know, along with that tree, because I did take away the bench, which was like our tall item kind of in this whole thing. And then we do have an extra space that's in front of that bush, so I'm thinking we could squeeze in something else. Perhaps a butterfly model. I feel like if we're going for like the fairy core pink kind of vibe, a butterfly model would be super cute. I'll do some little leaves down here first, and then there's that butterfly model. So cute. All right, so the next thing that's on the original build is I have these garden lanterns right here, kind of like framing this little like horizontal pathway. I'm not going to do garden lanterns. I'm not feeling the vibe of garden lanterns, so I got some Nova lights instead. I just wanted a different light that's also like small, but I wanted to make it a little bit more fairy core, so adding some custom designs underneath of these as well, and then adding those there. And I did not go with pink because I knew the fence was going to be pink, and I knew that these were going to be right up against that fence, so I wanted a little bit of contrast there. Lastly, I did manage to scrounge up just a few more flowers, but they're all white, so I'm very sorry, but there's gonna be a break in the pattern here. Oh, I have some more fencing that goes on this right side. I only have one more piece. No! Okay, I think the fence literally goes right where this money spot is, so I'm gonna have to dig this up. I'm gonna go ahead and plant my money tree. So I'm gonna have to go craft some more, but before that, I have a DIY workbench that's literally right here next to my house, so I grabbed a cute DIY table. I mean, I had to, you know? If we're going for pink vibes, of course, I gotta go for this. Now, my house in the screenshots, it's not upgraded enough to have the full width that it usually has, so it actually has some like little bushes on the sides. I'm just gonna add those on this right side because I just don't like have anything else to fill up the space with, and I don't want it to look too empty and awkward. There is also a palm tree to the right of my house because it's right up against the beach there, but instead of doing a palm tree, I'm just gonna do a regular tree since we're not on the beach here, and I feel like a palm tree, I could put it on sand, but it would just be kind of awkward. Let me also pick up this fishing flag. I totally forgot about that. And lastly, for items, we just have that clothesline that I put there. Yeah, Pepper, I know. Okay, I don't even have it in my inventory. Let's go grab that. I don't really have that many like pink custom designs, so I just have this like little pink checkered tile, and I just customized the shirt with that. You know, if it works, it works. Let me go do the last final remaining touches, and I will see you for the final reveal. Here we are all finished. We have the main area. I also noticed at the end I had a little pair of shoes here, so I put the shoes. We have our DIY table, the little clothesline in the back. Then we pass by our mailbox, we got this little path, and then we got this big path that goes up here. We got all these beautiful flowers, and we've got our little bench that we can sit at right next to a very cute little butterfly. And of course, our little Nova lights at the end, and we ignore everything that is not on this cliff. Okay, we ignore everything else. That is the finished little recreation. This took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I don't know why. So let me know, how do you think I did recreating my very first build and giving it a little more of a modern Animal Crossing twist? I think I did pretty good. We incorporated a fairy core, which is what Pelican Bay ended up being, the theme, which was the island that the build was originally on. So, you know, it all comes together. It all ties together at the end. Anyways, that is going to be it for me today. Please don't forget to check out HelloFresh using my link down below or my code. Thank you so much again, HelloFresh, for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe on your way out if you haven't already. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.